Welcome to another episode of Zero Ales and Hockey Tales with Wally. And today I'm so excited to have on a 32-year-old from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. His hockey journey has taken him to Canada, the USA, and Wales. Staple and legend of the Bonnyville Pontiacs, where he was a first-team All-Star, D-Man of the Year, and leading D scorer. Had his way with the East Coast Hockey League, and no doubt is an East Coast Hall of Famer if that's a thing. 4 times first team All-Star, twice second team All-Star, twice most apples by a D-Man, twice most points by a D-Man, 3-time D-Man of the Year, 3-time Kelly Cup champion, folks, and 1-time playoff MVP. Research team so confused. Anyways, he is now the horse on D for the Shed's favorite team, the Cardiff Devils. Welcome to the Shed, Matt Register.
Thanks for having me, Brent.
Yes. Brent, eh? Not many people call me that on here.
Yeah. Hey.
I guess it is a Zero Ales and Hockey Tales, isn't it? I'll try not to act like him, okay?
Yeah, right.
Serious guy. I know. Yeah. Lunch hour. Thanks for making the time in my little honey hole here.
Hey, absolutely. Anytime.
Okay. I get into how we know each other.
Yeah.
And today we have a sponsor, Keep Calm Couriers, which goes great with you because when you had the puck, when I watched the Challenge Cup semifinals, you kept her calm. Every pass was tape to tape. You're running the power play. You're big. You're a bully. And I watched the game. I'm like, I need that guy in my shed.
Yeah, no, it's an honor to be here. Honestly, I mean, I hear the guys talk about you around the room in your pod, and I was looking forward to doing this when you reached out to me. So,
well, thank you very much because I see some guys play, and I'm just like, I need to find out about him. And then I looked at your resume and I've never been so confused in my life. The research team sent me all the intro there. And I was like, usually you win East Coast D-Man of the Year 1 time and then you don't go back.
Yeah.
You don't win it 3 times.
Yeah.
And playoff MVP and the Kelly Cup 3 times. Just confused. That's all.
Yeah. It's a bit of a different road, different journey for sure. But, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the world. So
no, and it makes you who you are, right? Everything you go through, all the ups and downs, you could say.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's get into this. So, anyways, the sponsor, Keep Calm Couriers, folks, they pick up parcels all over the UK and Europe, and figure this out. They get there within 60 minutes. When you say you want your parcel picked up, they're there in 60 minutes. That doesn't even make sense, folks. Everything's tracked and insured, and he's a Devils fan. Neil Parker, thanks for sponsoring the Shed. Right?
All right. Yep.
Big day, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
Anyways, so that game, you guys did run amok against Sheffield. They didn't play very well. They had some very serious turnovers. That was the first hockey game I really watched this year.
It was a little surprising for sure. I mean, going in there 2 times and, both results 5-0, I guess. And another overtime loss there, but going in there and winning 5 Cobb 2 times in a row doesn't happen too often. So
no, I wouldn't. They wouldn't have been too thrilled.
No, very surprised by that one. But
then Simsy and those guys will be like, oh, well, we don't even care about the Challenge Cup.
Yeah.
Hey, Simsy.
Yeah. Whatever.
You don't care about it till you're in the finals, and then you're playing for a trophy. And then when you win it, you get to floor it, and champions are champions forever, folks.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what people remember.
That's right. And that's why the research team is so confused. Because I think when I talk to people, there's a lot of guys that are winners. They're gamers. And when I see you've won 3 Kelly Cups, man, those aren't easy to win. Those are a grind. You played, the research team has it down here. You played 91 playoff games in 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's gotta be a record, man.
Yeah, that's I mean, I think I'm the all-time playoff leader in ECHL history right now. I think I'm at like 135 games or something like that overall. So
and man, I don't know. When I talk around in my shed, and I've talked to a bunch of your teammates, you're a name that just kept coming up. And it's weird when you talk around, it doesn't take long to figure out who the leaders of teams are and who are the guys that win games for you, Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, that's kind of what I wanted my name to be out there, kind of, I guess a leader and guys can count on me and stuff. So it's, I'm thrilled that, I hear you talk about that and that's what guys are saying about me. So it's a good feeling for sure.
Yeah. Well, definitely. And so some of them live in the same building as you. Is that right? Are you downtown?
Yeah. In Cardiff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm downtown. I'm downtown city center, Cardiff. Yeah. I'm living with, Josh Lamon. I was with him last year, and Alan a little bit. And, then I got Sam Duggan and Josh Waller, live in this building. And I got,
both Shed guys.
Yeah. Who else do I got here? Well, had O'Connor living in the building here. And then we got
his appointment in the Shed.
Yeah, Jake. That's disappointing.
I got up at 5 a.m., dude, and he wasn't up at 11 his time.
Oh man,
it hurt. Hurt my confidence that day.
Yeah, take that one on the chin. And
okay.
we got Mark McNulty and Jake Kugler here, and I got Taryn Cozen and Brandon McNally in the building here too.
All of those people. I don't know. Yeah. See, and that's what's crazy is people keep writing to me about who to have on. It's like, guys, I don't have time for everybody. Like, I bet there's going to be a bunch of guys that play for the Devils this year, and I'll never have a chance to chat with them this year. And we'll figure out a time someday, folks. But I only got so much time in a day,
That's right. Hey,
I'm going to be selective.
That's right. Pick and choose.
So who do you think's the best dancer on the team? I've heard Taryn Cozen's a good dancer. Is that true?
He's a good dancer. I'm going to go with, you know what? Once kind of my roommate gets going here, Josh Lamon, he can move. Yeah.
Is it in the hips or what is it? Routines?
Yeah. It's kind of, it's the hips and legs kind of gets it going, like with
legs and eggs.
Hands and all and everything. He's kind of got it going smooth, when he gets going. So
he just feels the rhythm, I guess you could say.
Yeah, he does. It's a certain point in the night starts getting a little bit more foggier and it starts going,
Yeah. So wow. And then you guys ever hit Chippy Lane then if you're downtown?
Always. Yeah.
After. So what would be your go-to order?
I'm going with probably like a chicken donair on my way home.
Yeah. Chicken, eh? Yeah. Chicken
donair, I think.
Okay. What's your sauce on it?
I'm going garlic sauce.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I might even put a little splash of hot sauce in there too, just to spice things up.
You could spice it up a little bit, but
might hurt in the morning, but
it you know what? Get up in the morning and regroup, move on with your day. But
I agree. Yep. Get out to your shed, move on.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. One other way we know each other is you were a Bonnyville Pontiac, and episode 3, Greg Schmidt, his son, assistant captain there now.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
That's, I don't know, small world, I guess, but I just saw you played there 3 years. It must mean something to you. And I see him putting up pictures of the Bonnyville Pontiac. So where is that?
Yeah. It's northern Alberta, kind of up near Cold Lake, Alberta. You're getting it's a small town. When I played, it was only maybe 8,000 people. I'm not sure how big it is now, but oh man, that was 14 years ago now. The time flies in that department. That's for sure.
It really does, man. You should see this shit. My kids are like big now. I remember they're born. It just all happens very fast, man.
It's crazy. Yeah. A great junior spot though. Just a lot of fun and a lot of partying up there, a lot of beers being drank and kind of just outside in the bush.
Just fun, right?
Yeah. Hockey's fun, get up and, play some hockey and drink some beers in the bush or on the lake, and
that
have some
like
fun.
Spot.
No, it was great.
I really find when I talk to people in my shed where they grow up, where they play junior, like city folks can take this however they want. Okay. Yeah. The city folks will change minor hockey teams. They'll go wherever they think each year. And you go into a lobby, you can tell which folks are from the city. They don't really all hang out in the lobby. They're not like a hockey family. They're hockey players on a hockey team. But when you get the small town folks and you get the, like, I don't know, the little junior towns, like everybody shows up and they just like, I don't know if it's just my team, but like, they're like a family,
Yeah. Everybody gets together before the game, kind of hang out in the parking lot, kind of have a couple beers, cocktails, whatever it is, get in the game, enjoy the game, and get
You know
back in
what?
the
That is
parking
a
lot.
bit of a
Wait for
culture around here is the parents having pints in the parking lot.
yeah.
Nothing
Wait
wrong
for
with that, folks. I support it. I'm inside
no.
coaching. You guys go ahead, enjoy yourselves. I got the kids.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? They're paying the money for their kids to do that. You know, they're going to enjoy themselves too. Right. So,
Oh yeah.
you know, that's one day I hope that's what I get to do for my kids. So,
Yeah, it's fun shit, man. It
yeah,
makes your,
absolutely.
I feel like I need to start exercising though, because when I like am coaching and the games are really close, like my heart it beats at an irregular rhythm, and I feel like maybe I need to exercise to like, you know, little
Calm
off
it down
rhythm.
a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay. So another shed guy that is now your D partner and the captain, Richie.
Yeah. He, oh man, he's just so calm and solid. Like, and he's just one of the nicest, greatest humans I've ever met playing hockey in general. And
he really is just genuinely one of the best people in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. It's kind of just the bottom line. He's just all around there. So I don't think if someone could say a bad word about Richie, I
always say people play hockey like their personalities, and he'll do anything for anybody. He'll be like, guys, you want me to go down on one knee? And it may hit me in the ear. I don't know, but I'm going to go down and see what happens.
Oh, exactly. He's just, he's a warrior, like block shots. He can do it all. I mean, he's just so calm with the puck, and he can settle things down also. And he's a horse, and he's just,
well, you're the horse. You're the horse. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
but anyways, that brings something up is when I did write to you, or I put it on like Instagram, I said, you're a horse, whatever. I had the guy that runs the website and makes all the clothes at aleshockeytales.com, folks. He writes to me and says, you really need to work on your online dating skills. And I'm like, what do you mean? He already wrote back. He said, he didn't understand that writing to you saying you're a horse was a very big compliment in the hockey world.
Yeah. I was in. Absolutely.
Well, and like people at work here that have listened to the pod have told me that we have a different language. We have a different lingo. Like we need our own dictionary. I guess there's a whole bunch of terms we use that folks at work don't understand. And I guess that's like calling a D-man a horse being a really nice compliment. Some just don't get it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take that compliment all
day.
Like
running amok, you know, you ran amok in the East Coast Hockey League, and it didn't make any sense why they were allowing you to continue running amok there, because you had already ran the muck. The muck had been ran. It's bullshit. Yep. Okay.
Exactly.
Anyways, Richie, the other thing I was going to say was when I watched my first hockey game of the season, it was all the little things he does that maybe some fans may not see that I saw was like when it's in your end, when like maybe they had the pressure on for just a little bit, and then Richie gets it in his corner and he just makes that, like, whether it hits the glass, sometimes it doesn't even hit the glass, but he just does that like flip out into the neutral zone, and it just lands out in the neutral zone, and all the pressure's off. And like, it's not an icing. It's not rushed. It's the most casual play you see done. And it's like nobody else realized how important that play was.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's so underrated. It's such an underrated play, you know, getting it up in the air and out of your zone, have a little two skipper into the neutral zone, and it'll settle right down.
And that can cause some offense too.
Well, yeah, weather the storm a little bit and let some of our forwards go the other way. But he had just tremendous leader, and honestly just a privilege to play with him all year. It's just been
when I did my pregame speeches, he didn't even get upset when I would like get in his face with all of it. You know, he just smile. He just smile. Like he wasn't even upset. Yeah. He's just a good guy.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. Just a good guy, great guy all around.
Okay.
That's about it.
So, and I guess you're from Calgary. So did you know the owners before?
I didn't, but my dad being in the business world there in Calgary, he knows them.
The business world in Calgary. What is your old man doing?
He was doing. He was working for Xerox for geez, I think he was there 30, 35 years, and now he's doing a little tech. He's kind of running a tech company now, just on his way out, just something to do for himself. So
Keeping himself busy.
Yeah, but
It's like his little shed.
You know what? He was kind of the leader on the Xerox front for a long time there. So
Is that right?
he lot of Stampede gigs for his company there. So he'd run into, the like Steve and Brian and those guys around the Stampede and kind of around town. So he knows who they are. But for me, I Calgary's not home for me anymore. I don't get back there much.
What is home for you then?
I live in Minneapolis now.
Is that right?
That's home for me now in my off season. So
Minneapolis. Hold on. I don't even have that on the notes.
Yeah,
is that because you're with Iowa?
Well, it's just I've been there probably probably about 10 years now. I've been there spending my summers now.
How did that start?
Just started playing pro hockey, and
you'd rather spend your summer there.
Yeah, my agent lives there, and just with the connection that I formed playing hockey, it's just a huge.
So then you train there, and that's and there's other hockey guys there. I always found in the summer I'd go back to Elmira, and I used to have Weidman that was in the NHL, and he would train me, but he was training me too hard. My gosh, it was exhausting. But then he had a busy life. He's all over being an NHL guy. And I'd go back in the summer, and I didn't have a trainer. I just worked out on my own.
Yeah. No, I playing the Beauty League in Minneapolis in the summertime. I don't know if you heard of that little summer hockey league there.
It's on TSN and shit.
Oh yeah. It's a big deal. So I'm
those are the players you should be playing with. I don't know why nobody's let you yet. You can only do it in the summer, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But you know what? Scouts. It's a lot of fun, a lot of golf and
so that'd be some high-end summer hockey, eh?
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Little 4-on-4 league, and we play every Monday, Wednesday, and from July, August, and just have a lot of fun for the kids and families and stuff.
So how does that work that you live in the States? It's fine with you're a Canadian because you don't live there long enough that it matters, but you'd have to get the paperwork to do it.
I do have my green card. I have my green card. I'm a resident. You did a U.S. resident. So yeah. So I'm just,
you're legit. You're there.
I'm legit. I'm spending my summers there and just enjoying myself. Yeah. So,
okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's a good spot.
So I got where and what are you doing now? Guess you're in Cardiff downtown. Covered that, right?
Yeah. Cardiff Devils.
When you sent me your poster, a lot of golf on it, eh? You like golf?
Yeah. I play at a club in Minneapolis called Windsong Farm Golf Club. And, it's, a lot of ex-NHL guys out there. Ryan Malone playing Tampa Bay there. Got a couple other, ex-pro guys down there, and good buddy of mine, Grant Bessie, who played.
So you guys train and then golf together?
Pretty much, yeah.
Sounds tough.
Skate in the morning, and we head down to the golf course. Yeah, a couple buddies live in my building, so we skate. We load the car up with our bags. We go skate, and then we head out to the golf course together. So
no, the guys that have those groups in the summer, it sounds so much fun, right? I'd go back to Elmira for a couple months, and it was well, in Germany you go a month early, and you're gonna skate for a month anyways before a preseason game, so you may as well not skate. So I wouldn't skate. And then I'd work out on my own, and then my buddies were going to work, right? They weren't hockey players. So there's nobody to hang out with during the day.
Yeah, no, luckily for me, I got some of my buddies who are just, 9 to 5 guys and enjoy that and meet up later on and play a little golf. But, a lot of the hockey guys down there in the summer. So we just kind of get out there, golf, have a few beers,
just living,
have some fun.
I believe it's called living.
Living.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
It's a great time.
That's definitely what it's called. Okay, so you also sent me a picture of you playing the golf hole that was on the Tiger Woods game.
Yeah.
What course was that?
St. Andrews, the old course.
That's what it is. That's
up there in up in
So
Scotland.
When did you do that? This year?
Yeah, so we were it was coincidence actually. We were supposed to make like a 3-and-3 trip out to play in Dundee, Fife, and Glasgow, but I think luckily enough, played in Dundee on a Friday. Our game in Glasgow got canceled on Saturday, and we played in Dundee Sunday. So had the day, and we threw the clubs. We threw the clubs in the equipment van, and we.
How'd you get on? How'd you get in? How'd you get on?
One of the Devils fans here.
Devils fans are the best, eh? Like they'll do anything.
Seen my Instagram one day and was like, "Yeah, you play golf?" I'm like, "Yeah, I love to play golf." Like, "Yeah, let's play." Just kind of whatever. And then he's like, "Yeah, I used to live up in Scotland. Got these connections, blah blah blah." So when I knew the game got canceled, threw him a message. He was like, "Yeah, let me contact my buddy." And buddy hit us up and was like, "Hey, I'll put a ballot in for us on Saturday, see if we can get in." And we got a tee time for Saturday morning up there, and we drove there was three of us. We drove the equipment van to the golf course to played St. Andrews on Saturday.
So how much does that cost you to play St. Andrews?
It wasn't peak time, so it only cost us, I think, like 90 pounds or something like that to play. But
really?
During
for that
peak
life
time,
experience.
I couldn't believe it. Like during like peak time, if you want to play like May, June, July, August, you're gonna pay like probably 300-400 pounds.
Yeah,
and
way out of my price range.
Yeah, I told my dad I was playing. He's like, holy shit, like that's people like that's a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah,
it is. People would pay a lot of money for that, and I get to play for 90 pounds and go out there. And I
in between games on the weekend too, like games, while you're getting paid.
I'm out there playing golf in between games. Like it was awesome. You know,
that is awesome. Who'd you go with? Who went with you?
Sure. At the time, it was Ben O'Connor, and then Justin Crandall went with us as well. And then we had to play with one of the member guys from Scotland there.
To tell you where to go or whatever. So who is the best golfer on the Devils this year?
Best golfer? Ooh.
Well, what's your handicap?
I play at my handicap's a 5. I played a 5.
Mm-hmm. Big off the tee?
Yeah, I'm pretty big off the tee, like consistent, probably 2. I used to be big, like 300 plus. Now I'm just shy of 300.
I saw the picture on the poster. I saw you approaching that ball. I thought you could hit her far.
Yeah, big guy, put my weight into it.
Yeah. Big ass, hockey player.
Horse.
You know what? Horse, they call you.
It's a horse. Somebody call me a horse, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. You got to play there.
Yeah,
I never. So once hockey season started, I always put the golf clubs away. I couldn't do it. I didn't have my handles on the ice if I tried to switch, but I think I was actually just lazy. I actually think that's what it was. I think I was actually like a lazy person as a young person.
Yeah, it's something for me to do, It doesn't like.
I just excelled at napping, right? I napped.
Hey, you can't beat a good nap.
Yeah.
You can't.
I mean, it was like golf. I don't know. In Germany, they weren't into power carts, right? And like, who wants to fucking walk 18 holes?
Yeah, no
especially
chance.
After practicing. Like, it's like, there's no way I'm practicing or playing games and then walking 18 holes. But you give me a power cart, I'll be there every day.
Exactly. Some guys go and walk here and they're like, "Hey, do you want to play?" I'm like, "Yeah, no chance." You guys walking? No chance.
I'd rather not golf.
Not doing it.
I'd rather not golf.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. In the summer,
there's nowhere to even sit down until you get to the bench on the next hole. And it's like, so what? We sit here until we hit, and then we got to walk again. Puh.
Exactly.
What a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, thanks.
So growing up in Calgary, then.
Yeah.
How'd you get from there to Bonnyville?
So
how'd you get into hockey? Did you get into it late?
No. I was as soon as I started walking, I was in skates. I was out in the outdoor rink skating. So
were you a late bloomer in hockey, or did people just not find you?
Yeah, I was kind of a late bloomer, to be honest. I my first year at junior wasn't so great due to the it shows on paper there, but that's all right. And then I started kind of getting my stride a little bit. So
so did you grow up playing AAA then in Calgary?
Yeah. Played AAA, Calgary North Stars in Calgary. AAA, playing the Max Midget hockey tournament there, big worldwide tournament there. And then my dad was actually he was living up like near Bonnyville when he was a kid, because my grandpa was doing a little bit in the Air Force and stuff. So he was up there playing some hockey. So kind of when it was time for me to make a decision, what I wanted to do with hockey, and Bonnyville reached out to me and was like, "Hey, have some interest. Don't know if you want to come up and, try to make the team." And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." Kind of wanted to follow in the footsteps of my dad a little bit. And, kind of
so he played hockey.
He played some junior hockey and stuff. And obviously, like, he was back then, he would always tell me that my grandparents didn't have any money, so he couldn't do a whole lot of things. So he was just kind of, here's a quarter or whatever you want to do, go and find your way and give me a call or kind of stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a whirl up there. I mean, he being a northern Alberta guy playing himself. So I was just like, oh, I'll just try it.
And he became one of the big dogs of Xerox, eh?
Yeah.
Good for him. Well done, sir. What's his name?
Was his Steve. Dad's name Steve.
Was he the picture did he come to Cardiff this year then?
He came to Cardiff. Yeah, he was
Did he get in one like my old man did when he came?
My dad, he was like a couple times. He was like, obviously new experience for him. So he's didn't know he was allowed to be up in the bar there, the VIP bar area and stuff. So I was like, Dad, like, get up there, like, drink some beers, have some fun. And finally he started catching on.
Devils will take care of you, right? When your family comes over, and like even the fans, man, the fans will back when there was fan buses, like they'd take the parents on the fan bus, and then they get to know all the fans, and they were right into her. I could definitely see that. So it's he was enjoyed his time in Cardiff. Yeah, had a lot of fun down here and was happy to see some hockey live again after all the COVID bullshit going on. So no doubt. Okay, so you go up to Bonnyville then. So you just go up there for a tryout and make the team. Like so is that close to Calgary?
No, it's about probably 7-8 hours from Calgary. Straight
so there was
north,
other junior teams closer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we had 2 junior teams right in Calgary and stuff. And I
you ever think of that, or you'd wanted to head out?
I was Portland Winterhawk property at that time. So I was kind of, I didn't know much, honestly. I was, being a, 16, 15, 17-year-old kid, you don't really know what you want to do. So I was either, do I play tier 2 junior A or try to go to school, or do I play in the WHL? And
so why didn't you go to school?
So funny story is, my 20-year-old year in Bonnyville, I got a full ride to University of Alabama, Huntsville. Full ride, go down, fly down. It was great. They offered me full scholarship, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then getting ready to go to school in August, all the guys who recruited me got let go, got fired. So new guys came in, kind of, we're going to go another direction. So I already signed my U.S. letter of intent that I was going to go play college hockey in the U.S. And by the time they informed me about it, it was too late for me to go elsewhere, because I did have other opportunities to go to other schools. And
so the new coaches came in and just said, sorry, this is no longer here. So they're whoever you are, you guys are a bit of dinks, eh?
So I'm
why would you do that to the kid though? Yeah, well, the other coach recruit him, but like, why would you do that to a kid? Like,
so then I get
whatever. I'm upset.
So then
now,
I get
sorry.
off. So then the guys that they ended up finding other jobs around, college teams, and not Div 1 though, Div 3. So I was like, they're like, well, do you want to come play here? And I was like, well, not really. So I ended up going
the school part of it wasn't that important to you, right? You wanted to go for the hockey.
Yeah, it was. I wanted to go play hockey for the experience. So I ended up going to the University of Lethbridge, and because I signed my U.S. letter of intent, I automatically had to redshirt for a year. So I was going to school in Lethbridge for the year. And you know what? I'm doing the program. I'm skating with all the boys. I'm getting ready to play the next year. And it kind of just was like, you know what? Not for me. I'm going to go play pro. So I got an offer to go play. So I got an offer to go play in the Central Hockey League.
Yeah. But you were playing because you were playing hockey in the Chinook Hockey League.
Yeah. So that's just it's like a pretty good, it's all a bunch of like NHL, AHL guys.
But they'd be old, right? And you're the young guy that you can, you're on the rise, but that's your red shirt year then.
40. So that's my red shirt year. So I'm just kind of.
So your year though in Bonnyville, you're already a 20-year-old at that point.
Yeah.
Because you
were my last year. Yeah.
But you had what did I say? You were you did everything, right? First team all-star.
20. Yeah. 20 I was. Yeah.
So you're 20. So then a lot of schools, I guess, maybe think you're old, but.
No, they were just.
Well, you could have gone lots of places, but Alabama, Huntsville.
I was a 20-year-old kid that didn't know much about U.S. college hockey and was like, hey, I went down there and they gave me the full experience and, the college parties. I'm there on the weekend doing that. The guys show me around. I'm like, okay, this is, hey, I'm in. It's great. Yeah. This is in. Sign me up, so. I was one of those guys that took the kids out at Western Michigan every time. I was the guy that they'd give me the kids to take out, and I did my best every time. Yeah. You know what? Hey, it's you got to show them a good time. They want these guys. I
would put my best foot forward every time, and I showed them some shit. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you got it. So I was, go down, and I'm like, this is awesome. I'm in. So. Probably.
So you could have gone a lot of other places. It just so happens that Alabama Huntsville doesn't like horses on D. They probably brought in some shitty players like they probably had forever at Alabama Huntsville. Way to go, Alabama Huntsville. Bunch of punks then.
You know what? The program was just it was an independent program at the time. And you know what? I was maybe a little bit of a premature commitment there, but you know what? Mm-hmm. You know what? All
things can happen prematurely. You get too excited, right?
Exactly. It's right.
Those things can happen, folks. Don't worry about
it. No, absolutely.
Because you're Bonnyville time then. So you probably didn't make junior till you're 18 then?
Yeah, I was played a few games, had a little sniff when I was 17, but played 18, 19,
your
20.
First season, 2 points.
Yeah.
Second season, 31 points. Third season, 61 points.
Yeah.
So, it's funny, right? Because when you talk in your shed and I don't know, when you grow up and you see those guys that were drafted first round when you're 17 or 18, and then they still look the same and play the same 2 years later, they didn't really get any better. But then there's the dudes that you see, they're still on the rise. And you see it at under 11 with the kids, every kid's going on a different trajectory. And obviously you're on a hell of a trajectory because you're now 61 points your final year. So then you're playing in the Chinook Hockey League in the senior league.
Yeah. Just hanging out. Yeah.
And you're about to go to university. And now you're like, so, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
So are you in school in Lethbridge? You're doing courses. Your red shirt year, you're in school then, I guess. You're doing the full deal.
I was. I was full student. Semesters, packed semesters. I was going to school and playing a little hockey.
You don't want it, and you could get the deal in Allen. How do you get the deal in Allen?
Buddy, old buddy of mine, his name was Jared Lucan, and Calgary guy, and rang me up Christmas time and was like, hey, what do you think? You want to play? And I was like, yeah, let's play. So I ended up just
so was he a player on the team, or was he what
he was a player? Yeah, he was a player. Just an older guy at the time, and
probably knew the coaches, and he vouched for you and said this kid can play.
Said, hey, kid can play, just needs a chance. So he called me up and was like, hey, any interest? I said, yeah, absolutely. So I went down there and took the school online and started playing pro. So and kind of just didn't really look back from there.
Okay. You definitely didn't. A couple guys on that team, Trevor Hendricks was on that team.
Yeah.
So you met him there, and now he's in Cardiff with you.
Yeah, it's funny coincidence there. I just I didn't know. I didn't know until I knew he played in Cardiff, and I didn't know he was settled down here full time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's full time.
Until I was
full time.
I was skating one day and I seen him. I was like, holy shit! I played with him. It's Trevor Hendricks. Yeah, it was funny. So
he's about to have his second kid, eh?
Yeah.
Busy boy. No, and it looks like the hockey schools and camps he's running over there. I see his Instagram shit.
Yeah,
and he looks like he knows what he's doing out there.
Yeah, he's got a lot of kids signed up and
a lot of kids on the ice, and they look like they're doing pretty well, bringing up hockey players in Wales. Because when I went over there, most kids were just pushing around penguins.
Yeah. I was out there a few times with him this year, and he's some good hockey players out there for sure.
I was surprised. When I went over to Cardiff a couple of years ago, I went out and helped him with his camp that night, and I was surprised how good the kids were in Cardiff.
Yeah, crazy. Little bit of
a little
an
hockey hotbed starting in Cardiff.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
all started with Joey Martin, that goat.
I've heard his name quite a bit too.
Oh yeah, fans love him too.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay, what else do we got here? So then that's how you get there. So then your first year, other guy that was on the team would have been a bit of a vet, was Jason Deitch, right?
Deitcher.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Good dude. I hung out with him in Germany a few times. He was playing for Munich when I was in Landshut.
Really? Yeah. Deitcher, good guy. I think he's a firefighter now in Allen, Texas. Yeah.
Okay. I checked, the research team checked things out on him there because he was also in Kalamazoo when I was at Western Michigan. So I ran into him a few times in KZoo as well.
Yeah, he was pretty slick little player, that's for sure back then. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a good player.
Good disher, yeah.
Oh yeah,
crafty little fella.
Put the puck in the net. Yep.
Okay, so then you get through your first year. You probably don't get much of a role because you're the young kid just out of junior, not even major junior, right? So why didn't you end up with Portland?
You know what? I was at the time. It was I came into Bonnyville and they were like, "Hey, love you. We see a lot of potential in you. But you know what? If you want to go to Portland, can't guarantee a spot here for you when you come back or if you come back." So kind of put the pressure on me a little bit as well. And
they wanted you to stay there. And
so I was obviously, a little bit, I'm in a bit of a bind there. And Portland was, they couldn't commit to me either. And they were like,
well, I know how that works, right? And you can't answer this question, okay? So just sit there, just pretend like I didn't say this, but I'd be surprised if Todd Kelman hasn't taken you to a kid's play place yet, because that's where he took me when he tried to get me to come back for another year. He took me to a kid's play place, and the kids are playing, there's snot everywhere, boogers everywhere, kids are screaming, running around. Our kids were the same age, and he was like, "So feel like coming back next year? What are you looking for?" And I was like, "Hey man, I don't know." And he's like, "I didn't bring you to the play place with the kids just to talk about this, but since we're here," and I'm like, "Okay." And I'd be very, very, very surprised if he hasn't taken you to a kid's play place yet. But you'll be sworn to secrecy. You won't be able to tell anybody until they announce it. So it's all good. Okay. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay. So second year, where do you start? You're on 3 different teams.
Yeah.
And you left Allen. So
yeah, it kind of hurt. That hurt because came into Allen, cool experience. I'm a young kid, like, hey, play pro hockey, this is a blast. But
what's Allen like? That's in Texas. What is it like?
20 minutes right outside Dallas, downtown Dallas.
Oh, is that right? And that's where Deitch lives now?
Yeah, awesome spot. Like, just awesome spot. And I
think Hendo said the same thing.
Yeah, awesome spot. It was, Mike Medano, Ed Belfour, those guys had a bit of a ownership with them as well throughout the time I was kind of there. So it was just a great spot. Alan, you're in Texas. You're just outside Dallas. You're hanging out. You're playing golf. You're sitting by the pool. You're playing some hockey. You're just
sounds fun.
Yeah. So I was,
and your win there. Like, they seem to have good teams all the time.
Always people want to go there. It's just a good spot, So, but yeah, came into Allen, didn't make the playoff roster that year in Allen.
Oh,
that kind of, I was, coming late, play 22 games, and you don't make the playoff roster, and so you're a little bit.
You're like the curious case of Benjamin Button.
Yeah, right.
But like, seriously, that you're not on the playoff roster in your rookie year, and then
so I don't do that.
D-man of the year 3.
Yeah, so I don't do that, and then the next year I kind of find myself playing for Tulsa start of the year. And
so after you don't make the playoff roster, you're still like, you know what? I'm going back and I'm going to do more and I'm going to get better. Right.
Yep. So I'm just kind of thinking to myself, well, didn't make the playoff roster, kind of what do I do? What's next? And obviously you don't make the playoff roster, so you're kind of like you're a little bit discouraged. You
you
go
got a long
home,
summer. Yeah.
you pretty much go home and you're just hanging out. And I get a call from Tulsa. They're like, "Hey, you want to play?" I said, "Yeah, I want to play." So go to Tulsa the next year and play 25 games there. And they come to me, and it's not like I was playing bad because I had some decent numbers. And they go, "Yeah, we got to put you on waivers." I go, "Yeah, that hurts again." So get put on waivers. So
I'm so
yeah,
fucking confused.
yeah.
Oh no, like I watched the game. I watched the
Yeah.
game, and it doesn't take
Yeah.
me long to figure out who can play. You were a
Yeah.
big guy that was like being a bully in the corners. You're pushing guys around, but then when you got the puck, you could make tape to tape passes to the forwards, which is what I always wanted as a forward. I wanted a tape to tape pass. I don't want a chip.
Yeah.
I don't want a rim.
No.
I want it on my tape so I can skate with it because it changes my whole shift.
Yeah.
You make me
Yeah.
chase that shit, I'm going to be tired when I get it.
Exactly.
You did everything I wanted as my favorite. You're my new favorite player on the Devils. Did you know that?
Yeah. No.
Other than
that.
Mac and Dougie and everybody else too. Everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big fan. But anyways,
so
weird. So you're getting on waivers with the Tulsa Oilers.
Yeah, I'm on waivers. I'm thinking to myself
in the Central Hockey League.
Yeah, I'm on waivers.
After not making the playoff roster the year before.
Still a young kid, 22, just kind of I'm on waivers. So I'm calling my dad. I'm like, "Dad, I'm on waivers." He goes, "Oh God, here we go."
Mm-hmm.
So get picked up by the Arizona Sun Dogs. I'm like, all right, here we go.
So Sun Dogs.
I'm going to Arizona to play. So I'm gonna go down there for I don't know how many games I played. Probably 20 something games down there.
Do you got a car or truck with you? Are you driving to all these places, or are you flying?
I'm flying. It was I'm flying. I'm doing.
I'd always hear the guys that like are heading to the Central League for the year, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I just pack a couple empty Gatorade bottles and I just piss and just head straight there, right? No stopping."
I'm flying. I'm still a young kid. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't know what I'm not sure. I'm lost still, right? And I get picked up in Arizona. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going down to Arizona. This is gonna be great. 20 games in, I'm on waivers again. Like, oh man.
Hold on. You went on waivers with Arizona?
I went on waivers with Arizona.
Did anybody give you a power play shift?
I played a little power play, and all the spots I played power play. So I'm on waivers again. I call my dad again. I go, "Hey, I'm on waivers." He goes, "All right, you're coming home." I go, "I'm not coming home." So I get a call from the Ontario Reign in the East Coast Hockey League. And
after you've been on waivers twice in the Central
League. They go, "Hey, we need a guy bad. I go, "All right, I'm in." Right. So I call my dad and go, "Hey, I'm going to Ontario." He goes, Ontario, Canada? I go, "No, Ontario, California." And he goes, "All right, he's like, all right, this is your last chance before you're going to have to come home and do something else, finish your school and do something else."
Yeah. Right? Like get on with life.
Yeah. So it's like, this is your chance. So you know what? I go in Ontario and I just kind of.
So why do you think you didn't play good in Tulsa, Arizona? Do you think you didn't play good, or do you think you didn't get a chance? What happened?
I was playing good. I mean, I'm not really sure what happened there. At the time, Central League, it was kind of an older league, I guess. A lot of older guys, and some ex-NHL players in that league, and American League guys and stuff. And so I'm not really sure what to think. I'm not really sure what's going on, because obviously they just,
and it does take like a coach to like let you have like the first power player, let you have like the big minutes, let actually give you a real chance, because you can always bring in the kids and put them as 5th, 6th D man, and they kind of shuffle in, shuffle out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know how it is. They just kind of tell you what you want to hear, and
then the coach that's there probably has his buddy that's an old guy that is running the D on the first unit, and he just keeps putting his buddy out there instead of the kids that are better. Okay,
so I'm just not really sure what's going on, and I'm just doing a world tour here around the Central League. There wasn't many teams in that league. I think I almost played for half of them at the time. Jeez.
And you're 6'2"?
I'm 6. Yeah, I'm about 6'3", just shy of 6'4".
You're big, you're strong, and you're skilled. Sorry.
Skating. The skating for me has always been the one area where it hasn't been like, I'm not an elite skater, but I'm good enough skater to play. But a
And
lot of
that's
people did.
basically a lot of what the shed people are, right?
Yeah.
Because
A
I
lot, hey,
a lot of the
a
guys that
lot
come
of
to the
people.
shedder, the skating was a bit of a problem.
Yeah, you know what? And a lot of people told me like, "Hey, you're not a good enough skater. You're not going to do anything. You can't play." Then I've been hearing this since I was playing
And
junior hockey.
Andrew
So
Hotham heard the same thing, and it's like, but if you're always in the
yeah,
right spot, why did you have to skate so fast to get there? I don't understand.
exactly. Work. You know what? I use my brain instead of having to skate all around the ice. You know, so
Exactly, and I
um,
did the same once I only had
yeah,
one leg. You know.
yeah. So I was so I go to Ontario, and you know what? They just said, "Hey, just do your thing. Get some confidence back. Do your thing." So
And did you
and
know anybody there? How did they call you?
no, I didn't know anybody there. And the coach at the time, his name's Jason Christie. He just called me out of the blue and was like, "Hey, need a guy bad." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm in. Could be on the flight tonight." So ended up going there and just kind of that's where kind of my career really took off for
Yeah,
me. So
no, it definitely was. That
um,
year you played 10 playoff games too.
yeah. So it was I just kind of just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna play. So and I knew I didn't want to go home and just do it, finish the school and get in the real world. I knew I wanted to play hockey, and was kind of going to do whatever it took. So,
And
it was
what do you think changed in your game? Like what was it, confidence with the puck? Was it more of a
I
I don't care as much about screwing up because this is the last chance, or like what changed?
yeah, I think
Or
so.
did you just get an opportunity?
It was kind of just a more of an opportunity wise, where it was, we don't have a guy that can run our power play unit here in Ontario. And, you know what, I just went in there and was just with the mindset where I was like, I'm just going to, be me. I'm going to play, and whatever happens, happens. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. And I know here, if I make a mistake, I'm not going to be worried about going on waivers the next day, or just kind of,
It's hard to play when you're worried about making a mistake. Like when I
yeah,
go up to the AHL and I'm like, if I turn over one puck, I will not get another shift the rest of the game. It's like,
yeah,
how can you play
exactly.
like that?
You stepping on eggshells and walking around, or walking on,
And then when
when
you play with confidence, you're way better.
Oh, so it was just one of those years where I had to kind of find my way a little bit, and I found my way luckily in Ontario in the East Coast League, and just kind of, they want to be back next year, and I just kind of didn't look back. And
so then you re-signed there after the 10 games. So you probably got put out second round. So then you you're going to Ontario, the coach, same coach.
Yep. Same coach.
So you go back there, and then this is where your career really changes from being on waivers in the Central Hockey League to then running amok. D-man of the year.
Yep. Yeah.
6'3", almost 6'4".
Yeah.
230.
Yeah. I was playing about
44 points in 67 games played.
Yeah. So that was
so that year, no talk from AHL teams, NHL teams, nothing. You're just playing away in Ontario.
Yeah, I'm playing away in Ontario, and I think they were just kind of still. I knew I had some people on the radar where I was like, hey, okay, let's watch out for this kid a little bit here now. He's kind of finding his way, and you know what, he can put the puck in the net. And you know what, I was at a young age in my pro career. I was still a little, I don't know if I was really reliable on the D zone part. Still, I was still kind of figuring it out a little bit. I was, so I was,
every year you get better at that. I think.
The offensive side was there, and I was working on that defensive zone side for me. And I learned to take that plus minus rating. I learned that it weighed huge on me in my pro career. I learned to just kind of, that was one area I wanted to focus on a lot as I kind of got older as well. Cause I didn't want to be I kind of want to be the guy where I was counted on in all situations, so
I do know. I always wanted to do everything too.
I didn't want to be the guy that was just getting thrown out if we were down a goal. I wanted to be the guy get thrown out if we were up a goal and, the net was empty on the other end. So
in case you didn't know, way to go. You
did
it.
So it was, you know what? I just grew into a role there where it was, I
you
was
wanted to be the horse.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to be the horse, and I just
Yes.
kind of, it felt good, and I just wanted to be the guy. So, and I
So
ended
do you
up,
think it was someone like, was it a coach you had that helped you with D zone? Because for me, I know exactly what coach taught me D zone and how to play defense, and it changed my whole career. Derek Clancy,
so
way
I,
to go.
that's, yeah, you know what? There's kind of everybody's kind of got their guy a little bit right like that. You know what I mean? And my guy was, his name was Mark Hardy, ex NHL guy, played D himself, and he was the assistant coach in Ontario at the time. And, he worked a lot with me, just kind of to develop my all around game. And, it just gave me the confidence I needed, and it was huge for me. I mean, it was,
Well, and when a coach
I don't know
takes
how to
a shine
describe
to you
it.
and tries to work
Yeah.
with you, and like they see
Yeah.
something in you and they're trying to help you out, make you better, and
Yeah.
it you can tell, right? And you feel it.
Yeah. And like you playing in the Central League, it was a lot different than the East Coast League, because you got the player development guys from, we were with LA at the time, LA coming down and working with us as well and stuff. And
Makes you
don't have
feel a
that.
little more a part of like the
It
whole
does,
thing,
right?
right?
Like you're just and you're doing stuff after practice. You're doing the little things, and I didn't have that in the Central Hockey League. You know,
Didn't
great
have
league.
that with
Like,
the Daytona Beach Bombers back in the day either.
yeah, it was. Hey, what a Daytona Beach Bombers. That's awesome. What a name.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, no. So
yeah. Sorry,
it was
Dayton
just
Bombers
yeah,
of
the old
Ohio.
Dayton Bomber. Oh, I played in that rink one time. There was
Wait,
a
the
hole
Nutter
in
Center
there was a hole in the boards there. It was hilarious
in the big
when I was playing.
basketball arena, the Nutter
Yeah.
Center, or did you go
No,
to
I
the
don't
old
think.
one
No,
downtown?
I went to the old one. It was a
There's two
shithole,
different
that one.
ones. I
Yeah,
heard
it
they
was a
switched
shithole.
back to that one. Yeah.
It was
No, we were
bad.
in the Wayne State University arena, and it was called the Nutter Center.
Yeah, the Nutter Center. Yeah, I can't remember what oh geez, Dayton. I don't even know what the name of the team was when I played in the league too. I don't even know what they're doing there, but
Yeah. No,
it
okay.
was
Anyways, sorry. So that year you win defenseman of the year. That's got to feel pretty good.
yeah, it was a huge accomplishment for sure. I mean, like I mean, we had a all around great team that year too. I mean, like, you know, we had size, we had skill, we had toughness, we had just the whole package. So I mean, the group of guys I got to play with that year and kind of believed in me and was able to win that award, and huge achievement for me to kind of,
It's
you know what,
crazy. Yeah.
not only just like, you know, ease my mind a little bit, as in, okay,
Hey, I'm a
I can
player.
do,
Yeah. When
I
you're
can do
getting put
something
on
here, you know?
waivers in the Central Hockey League the
Yeah.
year before, it's probably gotta hurt. And you're probably wondering, like, should I, is the old man right? Like, is this like, should I be
Oh
going
yeah.
back? Right. Like,
Yeah.
but then you get that, and it's like, okay, no, I'm a player.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
no.
D-man in the coast, and there's a lot of good D-men in the coast, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was, yeah, tons of good D-man, you know, like it's just, you know, and honestly,
three times.
yeah, honestly, an award I didn't think I was going to win maybe that early on after kind of the, you know, experience I went through. So
that's where the research team started getting really confused, right? Because
yeah.
I thought when you won D-Man of the year, it was going to be near the end of your East Coast time, and you won it 3 years in a row or something, and got teams giving up on you. But this is only your third year pro, and you're winning defenseman of the year in the coast after only playing tier 2 junior A.
Yeah.
So after that year, nothing, just sign back with the coast.
Just signed back in Ontario, California. Great time. Yeah, I was
really like what?
Yeah,
why?
I you know what?
You're
to be honest,
6'3", almost 6'4".
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, too, I didn't have the best representation either at the time. You know, in that department, it was kind of a lot of people trying to tell me what I want to hear.
When you were the level of player you were there, right?
Yeah.
And then you could get that type of representation. And then when you're at this stage of a player, you need that stage of representation, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I was just kind of bounced around in that department where it was guys just trying to tell me what I want to hear. I could do this, I could do that. And it was like, okay, well, let's do it. And then there wasn't really a whole lot of action. So didn't really know what to do. honestly.
It was
So
a
I
weird
was,
world back in the day, man. Like for real, like not to bring
yeah,
up my shit, but I
yeah.
never even had an agent reach out to me. I never even had one
Ooh,
ask to be my agent until my
wow.
3rd year of Western Michigan.
Wow.
And I was up for the
It's
Hobie
crazy.
Baker.
That's great. Yeah.
And that was when
That's,
I would get the little agents, the big agents, and it was
that's
like,
great.
well,
It's crazy.
and it's like, well, now all of a sudden you guys want to talk? Like
Exactly. Yeah. Now,
you
yeah.
weren't
Now you want to
interested
do it.
in a 5'8" fat
Ah,
kid
I hear
before? What the
it.
fuck? What a
Oh,
joke.
yeah. It's funny. Oh man, that's
Okay,
good.
so anyways, you go back to the coast after winning D-Man of the Year. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So then
So,
you're East
yeah.
Coast first team All-Star the next year.
Yeah.
You get your first
Yeah.
AHL games. That would have felt
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. It was, I go down, start of the year in Chicago. I actually make the team at the start of the year the next year. I make the team. I
The
don't play any
Chicago
games, but I make
Wolves?
the team. Yeah, I make the team. And they signed me. And yeah, I make the team. So I was there probably a good month and a half. I was there, didn't play, but I make the team. I'm on the team, I'm on the active roster, and I'm 7th guy. I'm close. So you know what? I'm happy to be there at that time. And they say, hey, you know what? We're going to send you back to Ontario.
You're on a
You know what?
PTO then? You're not even on
Yeah,
a
I'm on a
real
PT. No,
contract.
not on a real contract.
You're
I'm on a
not supposed to
PTO, but
make the
I'm
team then.
no, not supposed to make the team, but I do make the team. They go, hey, you know what? You deserve to be here. We're going to sign you to a PTO. And I was
Because
there
like,
for a
so
good,
the fans that don't get this, they would have sent down guys on NHL, AHL deals to
yeah,
keep you on a PTO.
yeah. So PTO. So I'm there. I'm hanging out with this is great. I'm in the American Hockey League, feeling
Living
good.
in a hotel.
Living in a hotel, living in an extended stay. So I'm like, this is cool. Like I'm in the AHL now. I'm one step below the NHL. This is great.
Oh yeah.
And get sent back down to Ontario. And like, you know what? It's all good. Like I'm gonna go back and play.
Yeah, because you're just getting a taste of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas time, I go back to Ontario. I'm back on same kind of footing where I started or I finished the year before.
Picked up
kind of
where
did my
you
thing.
left off, you could say.
Picked up where I left off. Yeah. So putting pucks in the net, putting up points, we're a good team again. We're just kind of all around doing all the little things again. And Christmas time, I get the call back to go to Chicago and get my first taste of AHL action. And it was,
so you didn't even play? Like you make the team at the start, but you never play a game.
Yeah. Never got in the lineup. No, I was always the 7th guy. So
bag skated a lot, eh?
Yeah, a lot of bag skates.
Me too.
You know what? I was okay with it. I'm in the American League, and I was okay with it. Making AHL money.
I was kind of okay with it. Not really.
You know what? I was. Yeah, you know what? It gets old, but you know what?
It gets really old when there's like 3 of you. Practice
Yeah,
ended. All the real players got off.
On
and
the
they're like,
line.
hey, you 3, you stay out.
Stay out. Assistant coaches.
But I want to go for lunch with the team.
Yeah. You get your bag skin in, then you got to do your workout. Like, all right, you know what?
Rest of the guys have left for the day. You're still there grinding it out.
That's right. So you know what? Get my first.
I know you're okay with
action.
it just because of you're still on the trajectory.
I'm still on the rise. I'm still going up. So I'm okay with it. At that point in my career. So
but that year in Ontario, did you guys, yeah, this is the year you had 18 points in 19 playoff games.
Yeah.
Is that the finals?
No, not the finals, semifinals. Yeah. We got knocked off by Allen actually in 7 games. So,
in the 7th game.
Yeah. We kind of, we blew it. We were up 3-1 in that series. We blew it. We lost in 7. So, that was the year of the format. It was the first 3 were in Ontario and the second 4 were in Allen. So it was
what
tough, brutal format. Yeah. We always
3-4. We used to do 2-3-2, right?
You know what? Yeah. We kind of got the shit end of the stick a little bit in California there because they always wanted to do Disney on ice in our rink at the time of the playoffs.
Oh, they really jam up the Glasgow clan too.
Yeah. So we were. We got
I
the
went to
shit end
London,
of the stick
Ontario to
there.
watch it. It's a beautiful show.
Yeah. So it was. We always had to make adjustments in our schedule. So I don't know if it wasn't a league thing. I guess it was our shitty schedule. Or it was like we got to play the first 3 and then 4 on the road. So catches up with you a little bit.
So the team that has home ice doesn't play a home game until the 4th game.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, disappointing.
Way to go, East Coast.
Yeah, we lose in the semis there. Yeah, so close.
Is the East Coast Hall of Fame a thing? Is there an East Coast Hall of Fame? Got to be.
You know what? I'm going to be an East Coast Hall of Fame when I'm done playing hockey. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's absolutely, it's a thing.
Yeah. Because Derek Clancy, the coach I brought up, is in the Hall of Fame for the East Coast.
Yeah. No, it's 100% a thing.
Oh my God. What do you get for that? I guess, I don't know. Nothing.
Get a nice big ring, get your name in the Hall of Fame and stuff. Yeah. So cool. It's, So
yeah, no, you deserve that.
Yeah.
The research team's still confused. Okay. So now we're still on the trajectory. Okay.
Yeah.
All your teams are doing better. You're doing better on every team you play on. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're the semifinals, game 7 loss. Shoot. So the next year you sign with the Atlanta Gladiators.
Well, that's when Ontario made the transition to the American Hockey League.
Oh, so they're not there anymore.
Then they're not there anymore. So my rights go over to Atlanta. All the guys' rights get distributed to, I guess, all over the ECHL, right? And so your
rights get given away. Like you have no control of your rights.
No, I was still a guy who was being qualified, and my rights got shipped over to Atlanta, and they obviously qualify me. So I got no pull. I got no pull in what I'm doing. So I got to go to Atlanta.
You're just an East Coast player and your rights get traded. They want you and you're there.
Yeah. So
but
I go there.
Atlanta sounds like a decent place. So we got to shout out this though. Derek Nesbitt. Spit and Chicklets just did their big thing for his 1000th game. I saw they gave him an actual, like the silver stick and the whole deal. Like,
they went,
that's awesome for him, man.
They went all out. Good for him. I'm happy for him. He was an awesome teammate. I got to play with him for a little bit there in Atlanta, and he was, he's a player, man. He can play for sure. And
he was always
really
a player.
I played his family.
I played against him in college. He's a player. He's been in the shed a couple times. Like he's a hockey guy. He's as much a hockey guy. And that's how you play 1,000 games in the AHL and East Coast, right? Like,
no, he was all around hockey guy. That's, plain and simple hockey guy.
We'll see you too.
Just a great dude.
We'll see you too in the Hall of Fame soon, right?
On and off the ice. Yeah. Great guy. So I'm big shout out to him for, that accomplishment. And
the night they got to have, well-deserved, and good work. Spit and Chicklets, eh?
Yeah.
And just so they know, we're number 3 in the UK right now. Did one last night. Now I got the horse in my shed.
The horse.
Sorry, folks. You can put on as nice a show as you want. We're going to be number 1 in a couple days.
I love it. Love it.
Got the horse in the shed. Sorry. You can put on as nice a night as you want for Derek. I got the horse in my shed.
That's right.
Okay. Sorry, moving on. So you start there, you play 40 games, and then they weren't maybe doing that well because you get traded back to Allen for the playoff drive.
Yeah, we weren't doing that well. So
why are you still on East Coast contracts?
Well, I was in Providence. I was in Providence that year a little bit, and
research team didn't find that.
Man, I was in Providence there for a little bit the start of the year. I've always been kind of right in the mix in the American League ever since, kind of that second year in Ontario where I got a stint in Chicago. So I've always been in the mix. So
you're always in the mix, but then the research team didn't find it.
Yeah, so close. So was in Providence for a little bit, and then I go to Atlanta, and we, a good spot. It is what it is. First time playing down. I was always a Western Conference guy, and I'm playing the Eastern Conference now, and we
You,
weren't.
you should try the North out.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we weren't. Yeah, I won't be playing in the North Division ever. I will. It's not for
That's
me.
for
So,
sure. I only got through
yeah,
1 year and I was like, I can't
yeah.
wait to leave this
No,
shit.
thanks. So I go into the office and I go, hey, you know, I want to win. I want to play in I want a contender. So
Yeah.
it was either where was it that year? It was either going to go to Allen or I was going to go to, where was it? Maybe Florida or something.
They're always a contender.
Not sure. They are. So
they got the Lonnie Kai too. Shout out to you guys. Way to go.
Yeah. So
great place.
So right before the deadline. Yeah. Right before the deadline, they Allen came in hot, grabbed me. So
what are they trading for you? Like a player? Or what?
Yeah, I don't know what they were. I think it was just rights at the time.
In the East Coast, man, it isn't about like a player for a player because it's all just 1 year deals and everybody just switches every year.
Yeah,
it's a whole different thing.
Give you some rights and you get a pick of your litter the next year or whatever you want to do. So
yeah, so you get to go to Allen then.
Yeah, you know what? That's
you already know the place and you're already comfortable there. And isn't it easier to go to a place where you're like, well, I know where the rink is, I know where the apartments are going to be, and it's probably a lot easier.
You know what? Different coach though, so it was great. Different coach. The time I had Dwight Mullins. I don't know. He was. I don't know if you know that name. He was in Elmira, coaching Elmira for a long time. But yeah, he was. But my second stint was Steve Martinson. So that's the year I packed my car up, start going back down to Texas from Atlanta. So
you drove.
I get down there.
Didn't fly.
Yeah, drove that year. Started to set some roots down. So
yeah,
I was
starting to be a big boy.
Yeah, I was a big boy. I had my car. I had my car and I had some roots.
Get to the golf course on my own.
Exactly. I knew I was playing in one place at a time, and I knew it was.
I was going there to be there, right?
Yeah, that's right. I was sticking. So,
so
yeah, I drive back to Allen and win a championship. Like that's my first kick of the can. You know, we do it all that year.
You win it with a Western Michigan Bronco as your goaltender, Riley Gill.
Yeah, what a legend.
I hear he's just an absolute beauty, but I've never really got to hang out with him because he was one class below when I left.
Yeah, he was. He's beauty. That's for sure. Loves to fish. Loves to just drink beers and
I hear he could stop a mean puck, and he didn't get much opportunity in pro because he was winning championships and stopping all the pucks, but maybe he just didn't have the body type like some other people, right?
You know what? That happens. You know what? It happens. So we have an absolute kind of a weapon of a team that year in Allen.
That sounds awesome.
We got all the guys, and you know, it was first kick of the can, and we ended up beating the Wheeling Nailers that year in the finals.
Wheeling Nailers got to the finals.
Yeah, the Wheeling Nailers.
That's not normal.
They beat out Florida. They beat out all the teams.
It's like the Dayton Bombers getting to the finals.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it was.
We did. We lost to Idaho back in the day. So you had one kid on that team, though. Research team found had 103 points. The next guy on the team had 43. Chad Costello.
Yeah.
103 points, and the next guy is 43. So when he's getting his 103 points, I don't understand that there's not somebody a little closer to him in points, you know?
Yeah.
I know you were in Atlanta, but like there had to have been a guy on the ice that was like passing it to him or scoring when he passed it to him. No?
Yeah. That guy, he could find anybody's tape. He could put pucks on anybody's tape. And he was a guy who would play full 2-minute power plays. You know, once
bit old school that way.
Once the shifts got a little long, he would only be playing from the red line in the other direction. So he was.
I understand. So it's just like watching the NHL classic games when you see like you see Gretzky and them where it's a power play. They just wait at the far blue line and let the team go back and get the puck.
Yeah. So it's pretty funny. So he was an absolute, he was a player and could do it all really. Like
was he doing that in the playoffs, in the playoff drive? Is he doing that?
Yeah, he was doing it too. Yeah.
You won the championship doing that.
Yeah, he was, I can't remember who was the playoff MVP that year. I want to say maybe this kid named Gregor Hansen. I'm not sure though, but he Chad Costello was
Had like 10, 15 more.
major point guy. Major
Yeah,
point
I
guy.
saw he had 36 points in 24 games in the playoffs. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of
Yeah.
playoff points. But if he
Yeah.
played the same way in the playoffs, that's a weird playoff game where a guy plays like that,
Yeah.
because most playoff games aren't played like that.
Yeah, I never seen a guy that could make a pass over guys' sticks and land flat on guys' tapes and perfectly
boom,
back
and
in
just
the
right
net.
in the wheelhouse.
Yeah. So
That's a lot of points. And then I saw he went to Germany and did well everywhere. He went,
yeah. Oh yeah. He was he was a player, that's for sure.
So what
played
was the
American League,
final
yeah.
series against Wheeling?
We beat him in 6. Yeah, beat him in 6 games.
At
so
home?
That was at home. Yeah. That was the only Kelly Cup I won at home. Yeah.
And that's with Allen in Texas. So what do you guys do after winning the Kelly Cup in Allen, Texas?
So we're partying, pool parties.
Pool parties.
We go down to this.
You got the body for a pool party probably too, eh?
Well, kinda.
Pool parties always, I like them. Just, I don't really have.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know what? Hey, it's how many beers you're drinking at a pool party when you win a championship.
That's how I fit in, right?
Yeah.
With pro hockey players when they're 6'2" and skinny and in shape and have 6 packs. I just have to bring the fun attitude, and then I fit in at the pool party.
That's right. So we go down to this. They got a big kind of, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's called Billy Bob's. It's in Fort Worth, Texas.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, indoor rodeos. They got the bars. It's a huge place, right? So we're down there partying. We're doing all that stuff. We're having a blast. In Texas, you're just kind of
you're just living. You're living.
Yeah, it's a free for all for a week.
How many days did you go? How many days?
1
straight?
week.
1 week, 7 days. 7-day
yeah,
bender.
Yeah, about 5, 6, 7 day bender. Yeah.
And that's, I feel like in Europe, there were some benders I could have gone on that we could have, you got to take that middle day and kind of regroup.
Oh, you do for sure.
But like we would get in Germany, we'd get to day 2 or 3 and all the imports would have their flights already, we're going home and like, we're leaving. And it's like, I'm not done yet. Like I need another 3 more days of this.
Exactly.
We just worked all year. We just did all this to get to now. And now you're telling me I got to get on a plane and leave. And now nobody even gives a shit. I did this when I get home.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Just
you're right. I need 7 days. 7 days is the right amount of time for a full bender.
So too. Yeah. Have an off
one
day.
One day in the middle. Yeah. Waters. Yeah. Recuperate. Maybe a sauna if you got one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Get back on track and then floor it again. Right.
Yep. Exactly.
That's how that champions are champions for life.
That's
folks.
right. That's right.
That's how you should do it. Okay. So after that year, you win it all. I didn't look, research team doesn't have it here, but the playoffs were you like the top, you weren't the horse on that team.
No, I wasn't the horse that team. I was, I don't know. I was, second or third guy that year back there. So I was almost a point a game in the playoffs there. So I was like, you know what, not not like I wasn't contributing or doing anything. So I was still in the mix, but wasn't the top dog there. But
but you win a championship and championship teams. Like when we went to the finals in the coast, I was surprised there weren't like, I don't know. When you see teams win, you're like, okay, well, why did that team beat that team? Like that first line beat that first line and that second line beat that second line. So like, and that's how guys move up in the hockey world, right? Is being on winning teams.
Yeah. You know what? At the end of the day, I was, I'm cool with it because, at the end of the day, they only remember who was winning that year and who's raising that trophy at the end of the year. So
that's what it's all about.
I was good with my role and I was, wouldn't change it for the world, and being with the group of guys I was with, it was just, awesome experience.
Okay. So then the next year, how do you get to the Colorado Eagles? You're still signing East Coast deals.
Yeah. Still signing East Coast deals.
How old are you now?
I'm
mid-20s
probably. Yeah, I'm 26. Yeah, somewhere in there, right? 26.
And you've won the D-Man of the Year one time at this point, right?
One time. Yeah.
And you're 26 now. And this is where This is where shit gets real confusing for me, okay? Because
Oh yeah.
I think NHL teams are always looking for the best players available to them at the moment. That's what I always
Yeah.
thought, is that whether they're scouts and all the people that bet on that horse and that horse,
Yeah.
they're 17 or 18. Okay, well, we're all 26 now, and
Yeah.
these are the best players now.
Yeah.
So you go to Colorado, you get
Yeah.
64 and 65 points. And then I
Yeah.
have written down horse, and then I have a line over to playoffs, 24 and 20, 20 and 24.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, why are you in the East Coast?
Yeah, I can't give you an answer. Honestly, I can't give you an answer.
Fair enough. Okay, so the first year in Colorado, what's that? Where are you in Colorado?
I'm in just north of Denver and Loveland, Fort Collins area. And
lovely, eh?
Yeah.
Isn't it a beautiful?
Very nice.
I've only been out there to go to Colorado Springs to play Colorado College, and I was like, wow, this is like the nicest place I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Mountains and
yeah, it was great
fun place to play then.
Awesome place.
So you're happy on and off the ice. You're running amok. You're the horse.
You know what? There it was the 2 best years probably of my pro career, to be honest.
Well, I mean, everybody can think about what they want, right? I think when you help teams win, like, I don't know, there's a lot into having a good team come the end of a season. There's a lot of factors that come into it, but your track record of being on teams that come the end of the year are always in it and are always making runs. I played in the East Coast playoffs. I know how hard they are. I know how hard it is to score points in them. And you're a defenseman that's almost 6'4".
Yeah. And
you have 24 points in 20 games. And then you go back to the fucking East Coast.
Yeah. I, you know what?
It's just disheartening for a guy like me, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just disheartening.
Yeah, we're still on the kind of the representation there is still a little foggy. We're still kind of not on the right track for that. So we
you just need I should have been your agent. I would have fucking
you know what?
There.
I know.
Bullshit. We can talk still if it's still fuzzy. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Right now it's I got a good situation going now. I'll tell you that.
Oh, is that right? You've already been to the play place.
I got a good guy, Ben Hankinson, Octagon. I got hooked up with him because my best buddy's Dustin Bufflin. So he was Hank was Buff's agent throughout his whole career. So, and we live next door to each other in Minneapolis, me and Buff.
Oh, nice. So you just know him from off ice. You never played with him.
No, I never played with him. No, but obviously know him off ice, skate with him, worked out with him, and just kind of built a really close friendship that way. So
it's great.
Yeah.
Well, if he ever wants to come to the shed, let me know. We can have both of you on at the same time. It'd be a great time. Check out Minneapolis in the summer.
Could be a summer. Yeah, it could be a summertime thing. You know,
that'd be cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I always liked watching him play. He was very versatile. Could do anything.
Yeah, he was nails.
You know, and he was tough. He could hit. He could score. You could do basically everything. And he was out of shape like me.
He big boy. But you know what? He was an unbelievable player. Yeah. He was.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So anyways, he's living right by you. That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Do you?
Yeah.
We're in Colorado and you're running amok.
Yeah, we're in Colorado. We're having a good time.
So you're a D-man of the year both years in Colorado?
Both years, yeah. Both years. So it was funny.
Who's the coach there?
His name was Aaron Schneekloff.
He must have liked you.
Well, you know what? I had to audition for him a little bit after the year I won an Allen there. I called him up and said, hey, because you know what? I think I was a veteran. One of the veterans going in that year in Colorado. You know, there's
only a couple of them. Oh yeah.
So I had to call him up and be like, hey, I want to come play there. And he was like, okay, well, let me see what I can do. And I was like, no, I want to come play there. We're going to win a championship. This is what I said to him, word for word. I said, we're going to win a championship this year.
Did you know anybody else on that team, or why are you calling him? Why are you calling that
You know
team?
what? Because I knew a few guys in the past who have played there, and I knew it was just an organization that was just a well-respected, top to bottom, do anything for their guys.
Right.
Great organization that was a fun
Hockey
place
players
to play.
hockey players know which teams people want to go to.
You know what? Once you start playing, you start playing in their buildings too, as an away team, and you start feeling places out. You kind of get a feeling what
it's like.
What's what. So it was Budweiser Event Center there, packed every night, sold out, East Coast League. So it was awesome, blast. So I was like, hey, we're gonna win a championship, and he was like, all right, you sold me. So I ended up playing there for 2 years and just kind of building that trust.
You played there for 2 years. Yeah, you did okay. You did fine.
Building the trust with that organization, and just honestly, just a blast, away from the rink.
When you win an East Coast Defenseman of the Year, how do they give that to you? Do you just get that on the ice before a game sometime at the end of the season?
Yeah, big announcement. They come on, do a presentation for you. Nice
3 times,
and stuff for you. Yeah, 3 times. Yeah. So, and you know what? The one for me is that the playoff MVP, only ever D-man.
I was just looking
MVP.
at that on the notes, and I was like, yeah, like there's gamers, and then there's like the legit gamers in the playoffs when it's like the game's on the line, and like I'm gonna bring my very best tonight. And it was the Challenge Cup semifinals, whatever it was. But the regular season and the EIHL is a very different thing, right? You got to play every game like it's game 7. It's like so exhausting. But like the Challenge Cup, I kind of like because it's one game. It's like this is to win it, right? That's bring your best. I'll bring my best. It's not about who beat the Fife Flyers on Thursday.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I'd rather beat you.
Yeah, exactly. I want to beat you.
No, but is that not how hockey was intended?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's true that theirs is exhausting, and it's the full season, and I get it. And it makes it different than every other league. I do get that, but I would rather play that team and see who wins.
Yeah. You know what? It was
in a best of 7 and see who folds.
You know what? It's my first year at kind of experiencing all this, and you know what, going to, at a place like Fife, like nothing against Fife, but you know what, rather than playing in a place like Sheffield for a one winner take all, they got the fans, they got the building, and you know what, and so many Cardiff fans coming down there. It's just, that's the kind of games you kind of get up for and want to play in and be a game changer in a game like that. You know what I mean? So it's just
and then like back in my day, you go to the Hull Stingrays and play them, and you're like, this game means as much as when we go play in front of 8,000 folks next weekend, and it's like it doesn't feel like it.
Exactly. Now I get to go to Belfast in that building too, and it's going to be an awesome experience.
When's that? When is that?
That's March 16th.
Oh dear, better.
And then we're there for the next day, St. Patrick's Day, the next day in Ireland. There, it's 17th, so we're there for most of the day the next day. So
well, let's do one thing at a time. Right?
Yeah, we're gonna do one thing at a time. But you know what?
But keep your phones on the next day if you would. Okay. might be a couple Zoom links sent.
Yeah, there might be. Yeah,
I might just be curious what you guys are up to. That's all.
Yeah, why not?
Just want to see if you want to come visit the shed quick.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, love that.
But I was actually like, that's the thing, is like my friends are going to start winning championships soon. And it's like, it's going to be pod season here real soon.
Oh yeah. It's coming in hot.
Oh yeah.
Coming in hot.
Whew.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. I can't wait till my friends start winning championships.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to my U11 fellas. We went to 4-0 last night, and we got 2 more big games this week. We haven't done shit yet. We need to win the last 2 to finish first in our group. Yeah. So let's go, boys.
Big shout out.
Drink your water. Get your sleep.
Right. Yeah. Rest up. Yeah. Rest up.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, Colorado Eagles.
Yeah.
You win it with them too. Both years?
Yeah. 2 years back to back.
D-man of the year both years.
Yeah.
MVP of the playoffs. Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm getting carried away with that. Anyways, you also won with another Western Michigan Bronco goaltender. Did you know that? Lucas
No.
Hafner?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You've now won with 2 Western Michigan Bronco goaltenders.
Yeah. A little bit of trend here. Yeah.
Jeez.
Bit of a trend here. Yeah.
So he was the goalie in the playoffs though when you guys win it.
Yeah, he was
I don't know him.
Yeah, he was their guy. And we had to kind of rally against him, or not against him, rally with him. So
he had never been like a big timer, right? And then he gets into the playoffs and wins a championship. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was crazy. That's why we kind of, we all got our ducks in a row, and we just kind of rallied up as a group and just kind of said we're going to do this.
Found a way.
Okay,
so what was I going to say? Who did you beat in the 2 finals?
First year we swept South Carolina Stingrays 4-0. Second year we beat Florida
boring,
Everblades.
Isn't it?
Yeah, Florida Everblades the next year in 7.
That's
in Florida.
More fun. 7.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah. In Florida.
Florida.
Yeah, in Florida.
Did you go to the Lonnie Kai?
You know what? We didn't. So here's how good Colorado is of a spot. We're flying private in the playoffs. We're flying down to South Carolina private. We're flying to Naples, Florida private. We're staying at the Westin right on the ocean. We're playing in the finals of the coast, and we win it there, and we're having a big party on the ocean after we win that one in Florida. But the one in South Carolina, we partied for a little bit in the locker room, and we got on the plane and went back to Colorado and just kept partying. So
yeah, well, it's always the best to just be with the team after you win.
Oh yeah. So we, you know what? That's anytime your organization says you earned a private flight to play in the finals or in the semifinals in the East Coast League, it's always somewhere where you want to be and want to play with and kind of get excited. And
you know what's really funny about that is when the Daytona Beach Bombers of Ohio made it to the finals and we had to go to Idaho. I'm pretty sure this is what basically bankrupt the team, but they got a private plane for us to go to Idaho. Yeah.
Oh man.
And then their big issue was we were down 3-1. It was a home game, and they were worried we might win and have to go back to Idaho. So yeah, we lost that night. So don't worry, Dayton. It was over. You didn't have to have to get the plane back.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So that you had some fun nights though. So did you get the 7-day full bender?
7-day full bender. Yeah. So
good. I'm glad you're living the hockey life the way it should be. And when you're a champion, you got to floor it, and you got to let everybody know you guys are champions.
Absolutely. I mean, the party just goes. It's a lot better when you're.
You got to keep the boys in the town, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I think?
Stay here.
I've been a part of a few parties and a few broken trophies due to the parties being pretty heavy. So
a bit aggressive. I've also seen some broken trophies.
Yeah.
I've had to write a couple letters actually to say sorry about trophies. I didn't break them, but
certainly in the mix though.
You know what's funny? You know what I got written down here?
What?
You've been 3-time defenseman of the year of the East Coast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say you're always close to the AHL. You've played 6 AHL games. You've been that 3-time East Coast D-Man of the year, the MVP of the playoffs, all the other bullshit I keep saying. But when you did get to the AHL for 6 games, you had 4 points.
Yeah.
So what age are we at now that you've only played 6 AHL games?
We're at after the 2 years in Colorado, we're about 28. Yeah, we're 28. We got 6.
You know what? It's never going to make sense. And I don't know how it feels for you, but it doesn't make sense for me.
You know what? Don't get me wrong. I'm in the mix. I mean, I've been on teams. I've been on PTOs. I just haven't been in the lineup I've been in the American League every year, but I just couldn't get in the lineup.
Couldn't actually play the game.
Yeah. So I'm collecting American League paychecks, and I'm in the mix, but I couldn't get in. I couldn't get
And
on
it's
the
funny
score sheet.
because if you would have been drafted by them and if their team
Yeah.
would have been invested in you, bet you could have
Exactly.
made the lineup.
It's a whole new story. That's right.
God, it's a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
God, I hate all the North American shit.
Funny how it works. Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Leaving Colorado. How do you leave
Yeah.
after being two-time D-Man of the year, two-time
Yeah.
Kelly Cup, and then you leave?
So I'm part of the next transition as well. The Eagles go to the American League.
Oh, geez, again,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. So I go to the American League, so I'm part of that.
So it's new coaches and everything, and they don't want to bring you with them.
No, it was
That's
yeah.
okay.
So it was so I'm a free agent. I'm not a guy who they're just throwing my rights around now. I'm actually a veteran, so I got a little bit of say. So I'm
well, you're
take my
three-time
summer.
D-Man of the year.
Yeah,
I'd say
yeah.
you might have some say.
I got some say now. I got some pull. So I take my time. I do.
And
my
you head up north to the
Yeah.
Toledo Walleye.
I go to the old Toledo Walleye. So
How'd you decide on Toledo?
they won me over. They won me over with
Is that right?
Yeah, they won me over with.
Must have been the new barn because the old one sucked. The one I played.
You know what? The new barn is that place rocks. 8,500 people in there every night. Awesome
Really,
spot. Yeah, you know what? The town. I'm not convinced about the town, but
the people that were going into the old barn,
yeah,
it's something else.
Yeah, so I'm the old Toledo Walleye win me over. Go to the Grand Rapids Griffins American League camp that year. I'm in the mix.
And you're
again.
on an East Coast deal again.
On an East Coast deal again. I'm in the mix with Grand Rapids. Go back to Toledo and just right back on that.
Then your team's good again in the East Coast, and then you guys almost win it. A couple guys I got wrote down here. Another Western Michigan Bronco, Shane Birschbach.
Bershie. Oh man, is that guy a player? That guy's a weapon.
Is he?
He was a player.
Most Broncos like to get after it too. Does he get after it?
He was.
He's like a legend there, eh?
Oh yeah, he was. I think he's like most points like Toledo Walleye history or something. Yeah, he's. They love him. Yeah, they love him there. And then he settled down and had a couple kids. And
is he still playing there or no?
No, he's done now. So, but yeah, he was a legend. That's for sure.
Man, the other guy that was on that team that didn't play in the playoffs didn't look like was Hensick, TJ Hensick. Played at University of Michigan when I was at Western Michigan, and that guy was the best college player I saw my class.
That hurt for us because we probably would have took us over the top. Probably would have won a 4th championship that year if we had Henny that year. But
that guy was wild in college, man. Watching him run a power play, and he was a little right-handed shot. I'm like, shit, he can do it better than me.
Oh yeah, he was.
Filthy.
I don't really think I've seen him lose many draws either and stuff too. He was
a gamer, and it was then when you see the guys in college that made it and became full timers, and I'm like, well, how the hell did that guy not become a full timer? Because that guy is way better than all of them.
Oh yeah, no, he was. Yeah, we missed him. So, but he was.
So what? Did he go up to the AHL or where did he go?
Yeah, he got a nice little deal with San Jose that year, and then he was just kind of.
So you guys lost
didn't work out.
In what, the finals?
Yeah, we lost in 6 to Newfoundland in the finals.
So you could have won 4 East Coasts in a row?
Yeah.
4 Kelly Cups in a row. What do you not get the cup every summer?
No, don't get the cup. No.
You don't get a day with it?
No.
That used to be a thing.
Not anymore, I guess. Now it's just
cost too much to get it around everybody.
Yeah, win it, party a little bit there and move on.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I do remember being in Kalamazoo and I went to a party on a lake, and it was because it was the guys' day with the Kelly Cup.
Really? Yeah. You know what? I'm sure if I actually put some effort into it and said, hey, I want to spend some time with it. But you know what? Got a couple.
You
nice
won it
rings
enough. You're like, it's cool. Yeah, you win it enough. You're like, time to move on. So you lost to Newfoundland that year. You were getting into pretty recent shit now. Okay. So
you know what? I did play American League games that year though. Went to Hartford Wolfpack, played American League games that year.
5 games played.
Yeah.
Five games played.
Got some more games played. We're adding to the resume a little bit there.
Nicely
we're getting
done.
somewhere.
Nicely done. You're finally getting out of
somewhere.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've done enough to get a little tryout, maybe a little cup of tea.
Yeah.
So the next season, do you sign with the Iowa Wild? Do you get your first AHL deal?
Yeah, make the team out of camp.
Shut your filthy mouth.
Yeah,
really?
Get a one-way AHL deal.
Oh, baby. You finally did her.
Yeah.
Played 30
like games
20,
that year.
28, 29. What you
You know what? I was like, played 30 games that year. We had that team that I played with in Iowa we had a guy who was going to probably score 50 goals. Jerry Mayhew plays for Philadelphia now.
I was just going to bring him up. He's a shed guy. He's been on.
Yeah. We got this
he's
Brendan
got
Manel guy.
6 goals now in the show this year. I think we got a full timer on our hands. A shed guy, full timer. At 29 now. He's got a curious case like you.
Yeah. So we have a team that year that, you know what, if COVID doesn't happen, we got a chance to maybe win a Calder that year. So disappointing, but you know what? Play 30 games in the American League. I'm a regular, and
and Jerry Mayhew was running amok, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
And I've watched and that's the thing is I'll watch games if I know people. If I see Philadelphia's on now, I'll turn it on because I know Jerry now. He's been to the shed and he was in a wedding party when my kids were the flower girl ring bearer.
Yeah.
So I know him. So now I want to watch. And
awesome,
when I watch him play, he's better than the guys that are making $6 million. He's better than them. And you watch him play and he's he wants it more. He's skating faster.
He does. Yeah.
And it's this guy needs to get paid.
Yeah. He deserves it for sure. And I hope it happens for him because he was, it was great to play with little Jer. Yeah. So it was, we get 2 back-to-back AHL contracts. Yeah.
So it was both 1-year deals.
Yeah. So
I actually think I hijacked one of those photos to write. Welcome to the shed.
But you know what? You know what? And then so I'm playing the American League the 1 year, 30 games next year. You know what? We got
so COVID, who signed you to that? Wouldn't be PJ Fenton.
No, it was Tom Curvers. He's passed away now. Rest in peace, Tom. But yeah, he was great Minnesota legend there, Tom Curvers. So I was fortunate enough to grow a good relationship with him, and he really liked me. And you know what? It wasn't necessarily the me coming into the American League and just being a point guy and doing that. I had to come in and adjust my role and just kind of come in and be a good locker room guy, good teammate, and just kind of do whatever they asked for me. So it was, and I was more than happy to take on that kind of role, just to be there now with those kind of guys and just be in that culture. And
I think you should have been there 6 years earlier.
Yeah, you know what?
I think you should have got to have the real role and do the whole thing. But then you get to a certain age, you're like, well, I'm here now, and yes, you finally realized I'm good enough.
Yeah,
but it's now they still have their kids, right, that they're trying to bring up. And what, are you almost a vet? How does that work if you're playing East Coast games? Do they count to AHL?
No, I wasn't an AHL veteran. No, just ECHL.
Gotcha.
We get 2 American League deals, and then the next year I was supposed to play again full time in the American League, but they made the rule with COVID. They let all those major junior clubs didn't play, so they let all the 18-year-old kids come play in the American League. So
then they want the kids to play.
So because I played in Allen last year. So
so you're back to Allen and whatever.
Weird year.
We've been
Weird
there.
year,
So then how do you end up in Cardiff?
So
obviously there's some kind of connection. You said you got you and Lamont that are living together and we're playing in Allen. So where's the connection to? Is it Scaldy? Who's got the connection?
So my agent Ben Hankinson played with Jared Scaldy back then, and they were buddies. So not too sure how, I guess, being an older guy now, and my name was kind of out there and well known, so they kind of just said, hey, looking for a guy, what do you think? And then Todd called me and gave me the spiel too, and Scalds called me too and gave me gave me the rundown, and it was just kind of time for me to
Well, I'm really
make the
happy.
move.
Yeah. So I mean, there could have been other times for you to make the move because I mean, with your resume, there's got to be some money out there for you to be had.
I was comfortable. I was comfortable playing. I was winning. I was making money, making the bonuses from winning. I was making,
Well, and you're a winner and
playoff
you're
money.
winning championships. Yeah. The East
So I
Coast
was
a
making
grind
money.
though, eh? Like 91 playoff games in 4 years.
Yeah.
Plus you play
grind.
72 games a year, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a grind for sure. I mean, you're playing till the mid-June. So you're like,
and then you do it again the next year. Then you do it again the next year.
Yeah. And then you do it for 4 years in a row, you're just like, all right, you know what? Done all I needed to do. And now it's time to just go enjoy myself, see the world a little bit and have a little fun, so.
You're still doing her.
Buddy mine, real good buddy of mine, Sam Jardine played here, right? So he,
he's a confirmed shed guy.
Yeah, really good buddy of mine. So Sam tells me one thing about a place. I'm listening to Sam. I'm taking.
Well, and that's how it works, right? It's like it's the same with the shed. It's like if Carl's having lunch with a guy and he says this guy's a beauty, I say, well, then he's a beauty.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, and that's how it works. But I can't wait to have Jards in the shed. At the timing didn't work out with him. We were gonna do it, I think, last week, but it's hard to keep track of everything. So I gotta say stuff. I forgot last night too. AHLsHockeyTales.com, folks. This jersey is up for raffle for Maxon Maloney, who is fighting cancer. He's got a 6-month battle on his hands, and I'm raising money to keep his spirits up and all that jazz. And we're going to raise money for this jersey. And just so you know, folks, they cannot be bought anywhere else. You got to win a raffle now to get one of these jerseys. And it's going to be to raise money for Maxon and his fight against cancer. And the other thing is I got a Sugar King jersey up, an Elmira Sugar King jersey. That's where I played junior. They've given us a jersey to raffle off. And folks, don't embarrass me. Okay. I'm going to go out to center ice and give a check for however much we raise for this jersey to Friends of Hockey, which is a shed guy, Kyle Rank. He is running this charity. They give equipment to kids that can't afford it or whatever, get them playing hockey. And I'm raising money for that charity. So folks, don't embarrass me when I go to center ice at the Elmira Arena for the first time in 20 something years. If I go out there to donate $5, I'm going to be so embarrassed. Please buy tickets for the Elmira Sugar Kings jersey and don't embarrass me. Right?
Yep. That's right. Heard it right there.
And then we can raise money for kids to have equipment to play hockey. People helping people, folks. Right?
Yep. That's right. Great cause. Heard it from you first. Here we go.
Okay. So you got to buy the Elmira Sugar Kings jerseys and get Maxon Maloney back home in 6 months. Keep his spirits up so he can make his way back home. Right?
That's right.
And the Maloneys were the first ones to ever pay me to come to my shed and drink beers with my friends. So I'll do anything for you guys. You're part of the shed family.
Love it.
And Keep Calm Couriers, today's sponsor. Pick up the parcel in 60 minutes, 4,000 drivers UK wide.
Yeah.
You want something sent somewhere? Just get them. Keep Calm Couriers, right?
Yep. That's right.
Okay.
Trustworthy.
So, anyways, thoughts on Cardiff so far?
It's first of all, like my location where I'm living, I walk across the street to all the bars. Unreal.
Yeah.
Blast.
You'd never go there. Great. You're usually hydrating and foam rolling.
I'm hydrating. I'm sitting at home. I'm getting at least 8-9 hours of sleep, kind of doing the right things.
Minimum,
but you know what? Cardiff, just not a lot of words. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? It's the people, the fan base, you know what? Todd, Katrina, Scalds, Thomas Murdy, you know what? All the people involved here. It's a first class organization, and you know what? I could see why a lot of guys want to play here for a long time and just enjoy it and build something here. It's been truly an amazing experience for me, and I'm really blessed to honestly be here and play. It's been outstanding for me. So
Hey, that's what I like to hear. That's exactly what it
Yeah.
was like for me. Was
Yeah.
I kind of lost my way in Germany because it was all about points and like that
Yeah.
shit and getting paid. And then
Yeah.
you get to a team where it's like we're doing things for the right reason. If you're the best
Yeah.
players, you're the best players. If you whatever, like it was so refreshing that like the fans, you could after a game, you could go chat with everybody who's all in English.
Oh, yeah.
I've said it enough on here, but like what you said is exactly how I felt when I got to Cardiff. And I was like, geez, I wish I would have played here 8 years ago
Yeah.
if I would have been able to make more money and all that stuff.
Right.
Like, because, like I hear that people are making more in the UK than they used to. And if the shed can help out and grow the game over there,
Absolutely.
I'd be happy to help the players make more money.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
I doubt I can help with any of that, but I'm going to try.
Hey, doesn't hurt to try, right?
Hey, I got a lot of buenos thrown on the ice, right? For my boys.
Yep.
That was my under 11 Kincardine Canucks. That's why all those went out there.
Yeah.
And they're pretty jazzed up for the playoffs right now.
Yeah. No, that's right. So
okay. If you're gonna go out for, this is the last question, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go out for lunch or dinner in Cardiff, where are you gonna go?
I'm going to are we talking like a nice restaurant, or are we just talking
you're
whatever?
deciding. It's whatever you want.
Oh man. I'm probably going to, you know what? I like the Ivy a lot. I like the Alchemist a lot.
I don't even know what the Alchemist was.
Maybe they're new. It's on Mary Street. I don't know. Maybe it's new.
I think I've heard that name before. What do they do there?
They're actually pretty well known for like their drinks. Like they make like signature cocktails. And
are you a cocktail guy?
I enjoy a nice cocktail, an old fashioned.
You're a pool party guy, right? You've been living down south. You'll probably like daiquiris and all that.
Yeah. Save the beer. Yeah, I like that. I'll drink a daiquiri on the beach or at the pool. I got no shame in that. Yeah, I got no shame in that.
I do too. I know.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm doing that. I'm enjoying it, right? So
absolutely, you got to live life. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of like new spots here, but
I bet you it's changed a lot. I bet, it's all changed. I watched you guys play. I'm like, don't know him. But
no, it's crazy, eh?
It is, but like, there's some good players on your hockey team. I watched.
There's honestly, there's a lot of good spots to eat here in Cardiff. Like, it's not like there's not so like many places. There's not like one spot where I'm like, oh, I'm going here every time if I'm going somewhere. Like I'm here. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to go somewhere new. And
that's the Cardiff. There's everything you could want, right? Like
exactly
where I had lived in my life, where I live now. Like there ain't that many options,
No. Yeah. If you want Five Guys one day, go to Five Guys. You want to go somewhere else, go for a nice steak, go do whatever you want. So
you're all pissed up, hit Chippy Lane, right?
Exactly. You're coming home from Brew House, you're coming home from the bar, you get a donair, Chippy Lane, or some fish and chips, or
sleep just a little bit better, right? Full tummy.
That's it. Fill the tummy up and go to bed.
And it was really fun watching you guys play, and it's really cool that I get to meet like the new guys. I know you guys haven't seen me naked. I know you want to, but that can't happen. I've grown up now, so all I can do is talk to my shed.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, still living.
Exactly. And I'm back in the game. I meet new guys, and like,
absolutely,
I don't know. I feel like when I see you, if I ever do, we're gonna have some pints.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hit it off for sure. Absolutely.
I think we have. I don't know if you've been. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I think we have.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna have to have a pint together at some point for sure.
I know, because this has been another episode of Zero Ales and Hockey Tales with Reggie and Wally.